This FAQ Monday is sponsored by Sound Devices. Hi, and welcome to another FAQ Monday. I am your host, Fluff, and if you have a question, feel free to leave them on down below or go on over to my Ask FM account thing. Maybe we'll get you hooked up. Maybe we'll get you squared away, as it were. Shout out once again to Death Wish Coffee for fueling today's FAQ Monday. Thank you so much, Death Wish Coffee. And if you guys want to get your own coffee and mug, they give away those things weekly at their website. Seriously, totally free. They just give away coffee and mugs, and it's awesome. I will link down below to their website where you can enter for yourself. First question! Have you considered putting together a Kemper pack of your amps? Not really, to be honest. I don't have a Kemper anymore, and I feel like all of those sites that have those signature pack for Kemper, all these guys, I don't know the point of selling Kemper Profiles. I don't get it, because as soon as one person, all it takes is one person having to buy it, and they'll just upload it on the exchange. There's no DRM, so there's no incentive if you're gonna do it for money to just make it. I made one years ago, and I made it just for the fun of it, and I just basically gave it away. And if you're gonna do that, that's a totally different thing. Like if someone wants to come and make profiles of my amps, I suppose they're welcome to, but that's not something I really want to put time and energy into because I don't even have a profiler. So, and I love you guys that have them. That's cool, but I have better stuff to do. Sorry, I guess, but you know, maybe at some point, I don't know. It could be fun because that process is fun, dialing in like sick tones and stuff. So I don't know, it could happen. What's your light configuration that you use for your videos? So generally my light setup never changes. I use 2 or 3, like for right now I'm using 2 of the GVM LED panels with the optional diffuser. I will link down below on Amazon to them. They're like $100 each, and the diffuser really works beautifully. They use Sony batteries and they last for, oh man, they last a long time. And you can change the color from 3500 to 5500 Kelvin, and they have intensity adjustments and all sorts of stuff. They've been incredibly reliable. And in conjunction with those, I also have the Philips Hue LED lights that are that light my entire studio. So in conjunction with those, I'm generally okay now that I have pretty decent cameras. Like right now, I'm filming on a Sony a7S II, but there's a Canon C100 Mark II behind me. But yeah, that's it. It's pretty simple. I got them because they're compact, the LED lights, and yeah, I don't miss the big box lights at all. Thoughts on Plini and progressive music in general? I like it. I like that it's more guitar nerdy than it traditionally was. Progressive music, like when I was growing up, progressive music, generally speaking, meant weird, I guess. You thought of like 70s Genesis and stuff, which I'm not saying is bad. I'm just saying it was pretty far out there, and it wasn't exactly something you could, I mean, I guess you could tap your foot to, but you know, it's not something you would put on at a picnic or something down low while you're having some conversation at a house party or something like that. The newer style stuff, intervals, Plini, that kind of stuff, it's thought-provoking and it's sophisticated, but in a really digestible way. And I think that's what makes those artists, Plini especially, really incredible. It's because they have kind of made a bridge from that traditional picture of progressive to just a much more modern sounding take on that genre. And it doesn't mean that you have to have super high-pitched vocals. Dream Theater, I'm looking at you. But you can be your own thing musically, and it's awesome. They really made it cool. Plini was one of the nicest dudes that my band has ever met. We got to play, Rest Repose got to play with Plini and Intervals in Seattle a few years back, and it was just was such a great experience. Plini was really amazing just to hang out with. And Aaron from Intervals is obviously super awesome. But yeah, a big fan of all that stuff. I listen to it regularly. And I can't play any of that stuff, but I do find it incredibly enjoyable to listen to. Sound Devices has long been a movie and television set standard. Their devices have been used on movie sets, TV sets, and wilderness stuff, and pretty much everything to do with media as we know it all around the world for decades. They are really the gold standard for field recorders. And they are now bringing that legacy to the new Mix Pre M series, which is a set of recorders geared specifically to musicians. Whether being used as an audio interface or full-featured mixer, the Mix Pre M series share LCD touchscreens, high-quality cashmere preamps, punch in and out ability, looping, wireless control via your mobile device, and the ability to run on AA batteries. How cool is that? You can check out the full details of the Mix Pre M series at sounddevices.com. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have? When I was a kid, when I was like 12, I really loved X-Men comics and I loved Cyclops. Cyclops was probably my favorite. However, as an adult being asked this question, I hate how the movies have portrayed him because they really portray him as just this super wuss of a dude. And that just drives me insane. So honestly, I would probably have the powers of Quicksilver? Maybe Wolverine. I think that's a low-hanging fruit. I think everyone's gonna instantly say Wolverine. But I don't know, maybe Tony Stark, because I would love to be like super smart and take apart gadget stuff and be super awesome at that kind of sciencey, nerdy stuff. Or Quicksilver, because going fast would be super awesome. Oh, Magneto. Oh, just having the power of metal. That would be pretty cool too. I don't know. Probably Magneto. I'm gonna say Magneto. If you guys, I wanna hear what you guys have to say. If you had to be a superhero or have a superhero's powers, whose would it be and why? Comment down below, I'm gonna read these. And now, Fluff reads a tweet. Health insurance is literally the adult equivalent to My House, My Rules. My suggestion to you this week is to check out my good friend Kevin from Dillinger Escape Plan. He has started his own YouTube channel based out of his recording studio, Backroom Studios. And it's good, man. He's put out a review of the Friedman JJ. He has a good take on the traditional gear review. It's funny, it's loose, it's just really good quality stuff, and I think you guys would really enjoy it. All the applicable links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.